It's gonna be jarring, but I am separated.
Hello, yes, this is your girl, Queen of Commentary, and we are back with another video. Yes, you heard it right. Miss Soso Shanel said that she and Teef are separated. Although I think that they've been separated for a while. But anyway, you know what to do. Thumbs up this video, subscribe if you have not already, leave us a comment, okay? And cut those notifications on, alright? So yes, in this video, she's explaining that Teef left. Yes, he left right after that charcuterie board. I can't even pronounce it, you guys. Let's go. Child, this is Teef waking up after being in hibernation for 14 years. He look rough, don't he? Now he up. All he gotta do is get himself together, get healed. That's right. Shake it off, Teef. Shake it off.
I don't know how official to call it because it's you know, it's a situation. I'm navigating through that. He navigating through that. We never happened, and things I've accepted over my lifetime. Like the separation with me and him, it just made room for all the stuff that I've been, and it lacks compassion, and somebody's not getting what they want, and the other person's not getting what they want, but you still keep trying to make it work. Like when you take that, you're really trying to use that to really not feel something else, right? Being separated, walking in that closet, seeing everything gone. Instantly, I had to deal with myself. It ain't even about him. Instantly, I had to deal with myself. It's not even about him or what he said. It's the fact that I gave him all the room to be able to say it.
If a man takes all his stuff and leave, oh, that's serious. Trust me. And see, the thing about it is, in this marriage, I really feel like the roles were changed because she liked to be the breadwinner. And so she would gift him with all these things, clothes, shoes, trips. And enough is enough. You get what I'm saying? I mean, this man actually left while she was at a darn open house. So she didn't even see it coming. He had to get out of there. I mean, she's not saying, you know, she's not being completely truthful here. Yeah, that's obvious.
It's about the love that I took away from myself to give to another person that qualified them to say the things that they say to be hurtful. You get what I'm saying? Like when you to be deeply passive, to be deeply...
I just love how she likes to play victim here. In this same video, which is on her page, guys, it's like almost 3 hours. She's explained that one of her ex-boyfriends, she injured him very badly where he could have like been in the upper room. And the family called her and say, hey, you almost took our brother out of here. She has a huge anger problem. So for her to sit here and talk about him saying stuff, of course, he is going to defend himself. He's going to defend himself. But she starts it. She's the passive aggressive one. Yeah, and they are the worst. And they can get you in a lot of trouble. They really can.
Accommodating, right? You don't show the other person who you really are. You don't get to see who they really are. Everybody's under an illusion, a facade. But the other party is self-sacrifice. It's not just self-sabotage. It's abandonment of yourself. And now you have to, like, when you abandon yourself, that part of you that you left behind to cater to another person.
Now, I know she can't fully talk for Teef, but let's just keep it real. He had to sacrifice too. And the person that she says that she is now and had to put away were all toxic people. You know what I'm saying? She is a Jezebel. She is, oh my gosh, she has so many different personalities. I can feel for Teef. You get what I'm saying? When Teef went and bungee jumped last year, that was his coming out, if you will. That was him being rebirthed, because I knew it was going to happen, you know. And I'm glad that this is coming to be kind of sort of, because I just saw that Teef was very, very, very unhappy. I told you guys it's not a real marriage anyway, because they did all that open stuff in the relationship. So it is what it is. This type of stuff does not last, okay? And she's feeling it. I mean, they say the way you get them is the way you lose them. Okay, so I don't feel sorry for her.
Is dead. Now, this is the other thing, blow your mind, because I like to be fair. A friend of mine say it's just protecting him. And maybe so, but I like to be fair. But this other thing, he could say the same thing. He could say the same things that I'm saying. It would just be from his perspective. So I don't really care if you hate that I'm saying, oh, it's just your side. Of course, because it's just me sitting here. But the thing about it is,
you know, it's obvious she is stressed out, y'all. She is very stressed out. She said herself that she's not eating. She can't even make herself eat. She does nothing but smoothies. This is stressing her out because she actually has lost control of her husband. It seems like all of her relationships are controlling relationships. No one can have a thought or their own mind or their own feelings. Can you imagine living with someone that only thinks about themselves all of the time? And she's trying to paint this picture like she is a victim and she is innocent, but she is not innocent.
for me, when you self-sacrifice, you have literally chosen to abandon yourself for another person. And does that person, but it isn't. And we not the same two people. Lord have mercy, we just not the same two people. I know I'm not the same person. I am not the same person I was before my mother died. I'm not the same person I was when my business took off. I'm not the same person I was when I was in high school. I'm not the same person I was that he met in the club when I was somebody else's wife.
See that statement right there? That, oh, I'm not the same person I was when he met me in the club and I was someone else's wife. Can you imagine how many times she threw that in his face? Like she did him a favor by leaving her marriage, saying that that marriage was fine, he was a good husband and all of that, but I did you a favor by leaving, when it was all about lust in the first place. Because that's why she basically wanted Teeth, because of the intimacy or because of the lust. It had nothing else. It was nothing else, because Teeth was homeless. Teeth ain't had nothing. It was nothing that he could provide for her that her husband wasn't providing. So the only thing that he wasn't providing, I guess, was, you know, the D, if you will. You know what I mean? So, I mean, she is just so self-centered and mean and nasty. And he had to get some support. He had to go through his own situation mentally. And I'm so glad that he got the strength to leave. And we hope that he gets the help that he needs and gets healed.
I'm not the same person that I was when my children started going to high school. Like, just me sitting here for the people that want to pick me apart. I understand. See,
she wants people to pick her apart because, you know, she wants a reason to be who she is. No, we're going to let her be evil on her own. You get what I'm saying? Nobody trying to pick her apart. She just always comes on camera and tells all of her business, and it's always her side, and it's never Teeth. But we all feel for Teeth. I feel for Teeth in this situation because it's like she had a vendetta for this man. She wanted to put him through stuff. I don't know what it is. But now, if you go to his page, he says he's a father. He never mentioned a husband. So he is able to be a father. Hopefully he's able to heal and mend those relationships that this Jezebel has ruined.
You know, I left one marriage to be in this marriage, and I never really gave myself, neither one of us never really gave ourselves any self discovery, any healing, anything like that. And you know, I thought long and hard before I came on here, because I said to myself, what if in a week we make up? What if in 2 weeks we make up? What if we make up in a month? Like, what if we make up period? And I was like, so we gonna do it. We're gonna worry about what other folks. It's a different space. It's a different space. It's a different space. And I'm not going to go too far into it because he feel how he feel. I feel how he feel. I feel how I feel. And they're clearly not the same way. But it is what it is. And it's difficult. It's difficult. It's difficult. It's kind of just difficult. It's just kind of spiraled out of control. And
it been spiraled out of control. I think what happened was she got this darn real estate license or gig, and she let that get to her and those braids get to her, and he had enough. It's only so much someone can take. You know what I mean? She pushed her own husband away. She ran him away. You know what I mean? I think things got a little physical. She likes to throw things and break things. She bust the windows out of his car. She threw a cell phone at him. I mean, this lady is something. You know what I mean? She got a piece in the house too. And I ain't talking about in a piece. Y'all know what I mean. The girl is something. Don't even get wrapped up in it.
I'm tired. I'm really tired. When you went off, I used to just go and hug a tree. See? I told you. You told me. I done hugged the tree, baby. I ain't hugged the tree, but let me tell you. I done leaned on that mug. I'm sorry to hear that for you. Don't be. You know, he said that he needed to, you know, I woke up one day and he had committed himself, and I understood. You know, I understood. It's more to it than that I don't think I'm really ready to talk about, because we haven't really decided which way we're gonna go.
And by committing himself, he has gone to, you know, he said himself that he had to go to the hospital. Okay. And as far as we don't know which way we're going to go, like she John Legend, ordinary people, honey, he done moved all his Louis Vuitton out your house. Okay. What you mean which way? Okay. He done left. And for him to come back, if he does come back, it would only be for a house and some money, because love don't live there if it ever did. Okay, she is in high denial. The man left. He ain't coming back. Okay, it is what it is, and if he does, he only there for a moment. Okay, get over yourself.
Conversations that we have are extremely chaotic and extremely toxic. And you know, I get into this space where I think to myself, oh my God, it's been 14 years. But he needs something from me that I don't have. And I need something from him that he don't have.
That is the most truth I've ever heard her say. That, yeah, they're looking at each other for something that neither of them have. You get what I'm saying? He probably, in his older age, wants something different. He wants a woman who is more settled and more consistent in a good way. But her mind is all over the place. He has to deal with so many things. And now she's going through this path and, yoga and reading all these books and happy days and all of that. I mean, can you imagine a man wants to come home and have peace, and then he went out there and started working just to have to come home to a woman who is not at peace? I mean, hey,
and maybe we'll get it. Maybe we won't. Even now talking about it, I'm still kind of protecting him when I really don't know why. So we just gonna see, you know. One day is one thing. This is the worst it's been for the longest it's been. So
see how she just put that little thing out there? Oh, I'm protecting him. You're not protecting him. He let it all out. All out. And to be honest, she ain't gotta say nothing, because her past lets us know the things that she's willing to put up with. Okay? She's willing to put up with physical issues. She's willing to have open relationships. She has issues with substances. You get what I'm saying? I mean, the man left. So the person who left usually is the one who is most hurt and the one who is most in danger. Let's just keep that 100. You know, T hasn't worked for himself in a long time. So he left. Oh yeah, he's the one who needed to leave. He's the victim, not her. I mean, that's obvious, y'all. Y'all do get that, right?
I don't know. I thought he was going to go and cool down somewhere, and I came home and he had taken his hats, clothes, cologne, shoes, perfume, sunglasses, jewelry, and everything. And the jarringness of it, I think I just kind of finally accepted it for what it was. And, you know, we did need the space. And maybe it's just space, and maybe it's not just space. I won't know until it's all said and done, but my feelings hurt.
Her feelings ain't hurt. Her pride is hurt. He took everything. She said cologne and perfume. That was a little snipe there. You get what I'm saying? A few months ago, about 6-7 months ago, she said that he had notarized a letter to her saying he didn't want nothing. I mean, I had compared it to Ike and Tina. You get what I'm saying? So, yeah, this was well planned out. She already know the deal. You know, she's just revealing as she wants to reveal it. You get what I'm saying? But, yeah, she's mighty, mighty calm. Okay, either she's, you know, even that, either that yoga is working or, honey, she got something real good going through her system right now. I'm just saying, we ain't
feelings
stupid.
hurt. It is what it is. So, it's overwhelming. It's overwhelming. It's very overwhelming. I'm sure it's overwhelming. And you know, I really think about it. I think to myself, I really wanted it to be the happy ending. I wanted our love story to be the happy ending. I wanted our love story to be a beacon of how things.
First of all, it wasn't a love story, it's a lust story. Secondly, it looks like she was more concentrated on how things looked to the public than what they really were. She was like, I wanted to seem like it. But she never said she really wanted it. You know, you gotta have work, you know, and you have to do work, which she's very lazy in spirit, okay? She just wants the glitz and the glamour and the money, but she doesn't want to do the work. And marriage is work. If you got to this part of this video, say marriage is work, okay? Let her know it's work. It's not something you can just lay back and let the 14 years, 15 years gather up and not do nothing. Honey, you gotta work at it.
Work out. And it still can be, but it don't feel like it at the moment. It don't feel like it at the moment, but I'm praying over it. And I didn't even really want to speak about it until he started posting things. And that was crazy because he usually don't like to post things. So, but it's going to work out. Until
you know what's the saying is, it ain't no fun when the rabbit got the you know what. You know what I mean? Yeah, he's usually quiet, you know, serene, laid back, and he took it upon himself to say, look, I'm gonna put my own business out there, because he knew his wife was gonna do it, even though she said she wasn't. And I believe her. I believe she wasn't gonna say anything about him, you know, wanting to go to the upper room or him going to the hospital. Why? Because that would make her look bad. You know, she drove a sane man insane, if you will. You know, I'm not saying he's innocent. He's far from it. But I do know that he was cracking a little bit at a time. Every picture, it looked like he wanted to leave.
I'm just going to real estate this thing. So today I'm going to a listing appointment, and I'm very excited about it because it's the first one. Lorenzo, you know what? Fighting for it, I have fought for it. The only thing I haven't done is turned it over to God. I done turned it over to God and took it back so many times. Consistency. Listen, when somebody is only consistent at being inconsistent, that's a problem.
And she has to learn that fighting for a marriage does not mean with her fist. It means, you know, changing yourself, or, you know, helping yourself get better at marriage for your partner, and you guys, you know, working together. And of course, God should always be there. It's not no taking back. I mean, your vows are to God in the first place. So she completely doesn't know what marriage is, never has. Her first marriage shows that, and her second marriage shows that, and her third marriage will show it, because you know she gonna go off and try to find somebody else. I'm just keeping it 100. Okay, so kudos to Teeth, and we pray that he gets better and delivered and healed on this.
That's the problem. We want consistency, and we have to look at, we getting consistency. It's just the inconsistency that's consistent, and that is a big deal. So I'm, you know, I have fought for it. And I'm telling you, I'm fighting for it now. It's just the fight that I'm in now requires me to roll around at night. The fight that I'm in right now just looks different. It requires me to roll around, squeezing my thighs, and just when I'm.
So it sounds like she's going through withdrawals. You know, she has this real estate thing, and you know you can't be pumped up on all those chemicals. I mean, they both are going through withdrawals, you know, because he was trying to drive and do all of that. So that's what's going on, rolling around and squeezing your thighs tight. Oh my goodness, you know. Yeah, she going through that Ray situation. Y'all remember when Ray had to roll around in the bed? She just told y'all, yeah, she is going through that. So everybody cannot handle the withdrawals. It will affect your mind, or affect your physical situation. It'll make you hungry or not hungry. It'll make you lose weight. So let's pray for her that she goes through those withdrawals and can get healed from all the things that she is going through. I mean, those are demons, okay? And so while they're not being fed, they are going to fight, and they're going to take that marriage straight on down.
When it hurt, when something broke your heart so bad that you feel it physically. Baby. Physically. Trying to see what else I can do. It's pretty nice. I don't want to put a liner. I don't want to smoke my inside line out. I already got a heavy lash on, and it's just sit in it and wait. Listen, my therapist told me, because when I told her, I said, I think this it. And she said, well, let's get on the game plan. Let's get on the action plan, because you're going to need to manage and you're going to need to be able to get through it. So let's just work on navigating the space now, right? So I'm talking to my therapist and I'm like,
they need to fire that therapist, because ever since she been going to the therapist, honey, their marriage been going down, okay? Yeah. So whatever she needs to do, yeah, it's gonna be something, because they had a codependency. You know what I mean? I have a little Bobby and Whitney situation. You know, Bobby left Whitney too. So we just hope and pray that she gets herself together and learn how to be with self. She wants everybody to deal with her, but can she deal with herself alone? Just look at herself and just deal with Soso Shanel. And we hope that she can do that. Yeah, we do.
it's painful. And my therapist said, it's at that place where whether you go this way or that way, it's pain on both sides now. It's no place where it won't be pain. Like if you come back together, you work it out, it's gonna be a little painful, because things gonna have to be said, things gonna have to be healed from, and it's gonna be pain. If you keep going forward, it's gonna be pain. So it's gonna be grief on both sides. So it's just like very real situation. I come